G'day, it's Pete here, and I'm back for some more interesting hands from the Gold Coast Congress. Today I want to highlight an interesting bidding problem, another interesting sort of bidding decision that you've got where it's something unusual that you might not have actually considered or tried to do before. And then finally, a really interesting play problem, which really puzzled lots of people throughout the event. So let's jump in and look at this tricky bidding problem to start with. So on this one, it goes 1 diamond on your right, and we've just got 8 points. We've got 5 clubs, we've got nothing to do here. And it goes pass, and it goes 1 no trump on our left, and partner doubles. So here, double is take out of diamonds. So they've got a shortage in diamonds, sort of 12 or more points. What do you actually want to bid with this hand? So I want you to pause and think what you actually want to do here. We've got a couple of options. The first is you could just bid 2 clubs. We've got a 5-card club suit. That would be fine. Another thing that you could consider is often partners double here is more implying the majors because it's gone a diamond pass and no trump. West doesn't have the majors. West doesn't have support for diamonds. The way that I like to think of this option is as if it's gone a diamond pass a club. Not that that's really what they bid, but that's sort of what they're conveying here. So when it goes a diamond pass and no trump, bidding 2 clubs isn't particularly appealing for me. The next thing that you might consider is, well, if partner wants us to bid a major, maybe we venture our 3-card spade suit here and go ahead and bid 2 spades. But the final thing that I thought was, well, if West has clubs and I've got clubs and partner's got points, I've got 8. I'm actually just going to pass. We're just going to go for them in 1 no trump. They might make 1 no trump some of the time, but that's only 180. And this is a team scoring. It's not a big deal if they do that. So I actually elected to pass here. And then it got passed out and partner led the jack of spades. And dummy came down with really important ace, queen, doubleton, spade. And when you're thinking about the hand here, West doesn't have a 4-card major, so they've got only 3 spades at most. So partner's got 5 spades at minimum, and partner's also got 4 hearts here because West also has at most 3 hearts. But this ace queen doubleton's great for actually trying to set up our spades. And as the play unfolded, we actually got plus 300. So we managed to take 8 tricks. And here's the whole out. So we managed to get 4 spades. We got a couple of diamonds, and we got a club and a heart. I think that's the tricks. 4 spades, 1 heart, 1 club, 2 diamonds, and managed to get plus 300. So a nice reward here where you could easily go astray and get yourself caught up playing in the wrong spot. Most of the things that you would do here would work out okay. So if we did bid 2 clubs, a 5-2 club fit would work out okay here. The clubs are 3-3. If you did venture 2 spades, we find a spade fit here. But I feel like either of those could go astray. 1 no trump could go wrong as well, but it was nice to pick up a plus 300 here. The next board that I want to talk about is another interesting bidding decision that comes up. But I'll actually jump over to my partner's hand where they held this hand. So this was Mike Ware's hand. And the first question is, if you've got a weak 2 and diamonds available, do you want to do this? And he ventured no. So a couple of reasons. Firstly, your diamond quality is not great. You've got a side 4-card spade suit and you're vulnerable. I think this is a relatively clear pass here. And then it went 1 no trump. Which was 14-16. And I bid 2 diamonds, which our agreement was that this was a constructive overcall in a major. So 6-card major, but like decent hand, not like absolute rubbish. So here I came in, bid 2 diamonds. Now, what do you want to do over that? So partner pretty much has hearts. It would be pretty strange for the opponents not to be bidding if they had this massive heart fit. So partner's got this nice hand with a 6-card heart suit. But Mike elected to pass this. So there is a range of spots where partner bids something artificial, not showing anything about the suit, but you realize that we're not really going anywhere, and what they've bid actually might be a decent spot. For instance, if you bid 2 clubs landy where 2 clubs showed both majors and you had a 6-card club suit, maybe you would elect to pass that there. Another one that doesn't come up too often and depends on where you play, but if you play multi 2 diamonds, I really like multi 2 diamonds not to have the strong option. Often it's like weak in hearts, weak in spades, or 20 to 22 balanced as an opening bid of 2 diamonds. But if you remove the 2 no trump 20 to 22 balanced, you're now actually able to pass 2 diamonds, and you could have it go 2 diamonds pass pass. And this applies a lot of pressure on the opponents because they don't know if they're being robbed here, because this East person expects that they have another chance at a bid. So does West try and cater for this? Well, here, West elected to double just to try and keep the auction alive, just to say, hey, partner, did you want to do something? But there's a spot where it's not very clear what partnerships play this double as. I think this should be a takeout double rather than any sort of penalty double, but sort of just saying, I want to try and keep the auction alive. But here it went pass, pass. And now with Mike's hand, do you actually sit 2 diamonds doubled? Or do you fess up and go, you know what, partner, I know you've got a heart suit. How about we go and just bid 2 hearts and try and play in your major now that they've actually doubled us? So I want you to think about, would you actually be brave enough to sit 2 diamonds doubled here? Partner's shown a 6-card major, relatively constructive hand, something like 13, maybe to 16. And yeah, here we are. Well, Mike chose to pass, and I think this is a really good choice. The important thing here is partner also had a choice. Partner chose to pass over 2 diamonds doubled as well. If they really didn't like diamonds, they could have corrected to 2 hearts. So if I had a short diamond and a self-sufficient heart suit, I could bid 2 hearts here. I've already seen him not open a weak 2 in diamonds. I've seen him pass. If I was not interested in this at all, I could have corrected this to my major. My pass here actually says, yep, I'm willing to actually play 2 diamonds doubled, and this gets passed out. And here they actually lead a heart, and my hand was extremely well suited for this. So if we jump over to the north hand, here I had 6 hearts and ace queen 3rd diamond. So these 2 hands fit really, really well. The opponents have a spade fit, but it was awkward for them to find it, where they weren't totally sure what the double was. Now the play went as follows. So I won. I then trumped a heart over, and then just led the jack of diamonds. And when the diamond finesse worked, that was 12 tricks that I was able to collect with my heart, and then my five hearts, 6 diamonds, and the ace of clubs. So managed to get a very healthy score here, playing in 2 diamonds doubled, making +4. So I thought this was a really cool hand. Obviously, the opponents can get caught up about what the meaning of the double actually is here. And it's not easy for them to actually untangle. I haven't discussed it, but it's important that there's spots where you can apply pressure and put people into unusual situations. Where when partner bids an artificial bid, if you think that's a good spot to play where they do have an upper limit. I had a hand that didn't double 1 no trump, so I can't really have a game forcing strength hand. But here, partner knows we're not really making game, and 2 diamonds looks like it's perfectly viable. Put the opponents in an unusual spot, and they went astray here. But I really wanted to highlight the possibility of passing these bids when you've got an appropriate hand and don't particularly like partner's suit. And then the follow-up here where partner has a choice to correct it as well after the double. So should happily sit the 2 diamonds doubled. So that was that hand. And one more that I want to bring up is a really interesting play problem that came up where I don't think I got it right, but I thought it was pretty interesting nonetheless. So on the hand, it went pass, and Mike opened 2 clubs, which could be short, We got a 1 spade overcall. I bid 2 hearts with my hand, and that went 3 hearts past 4 hearts. So here, how do we actually play this hand on the 10 of spades lead? So if you look at this hand, we've got the 10 of spades lead. We're missing king, queen, and the 7 is kind of important of spades as well. We're missing the ace, king of diamonds, and we're missing the queen of hearts. So we have to find the queen of hearts. We've got 1 discard on a club. You could do something like king, queen of clubs, ace of clubs, ditch a diamond, but you might still lose 2 spades, a diamond, and a heart. You might lose a spade, a diamond, a heart, and a spade ruff. There's various options here. The blockage in clubs is really awkward as well because it's not easy to get to the partner's hand later to work out what you actually want to do. Now, we actually start with the jack of spades. That goes jack, queen, and we win. And after a bit of thought, I thought, you know what? I know spades are 5-1. I'm going to play West for the queen of hearts. They're more likely to have length in hearts. So if they have 3 hearts or 4 hearts, if I start with a heart towards the 10, I'm probably okay after doing that. So here I played a low heart towards the 10 and that lost. And then they managed to take 2 diamonds, a spade, and a spade ruff, and I went 2 down. The other table, they also went down, but I think they found a really interesting line that I missed, which doesn't pick up West having 4 hearts, but has a lot of other options available. So what they did was they then went in and cashed the king, queen of clubs, and they were looking at what the signals the opponents were doing and playing upside down signals. East played high-low, West played low-high. They thought that East probably had 3 clubs. And now at this stage, they played a heart over to the ace. And now they played the ace of clubs, throwing a diamond. And then they played the 9 of clubs and did a loser on loser play. Okay, so they played another club and put West in here. Now, at this stage, after a diamond lead, they got to trump and they cashed the king of hearts. So the first thing that happens is if hearts are 3-2 with a doubleton queen, the queen's going to fall. And then they would probably only just lose 1 spade from here. The other option that they've got is imagine West has 3 hearts here. Now when they actually come out the 9 of spades, if West ruffs in, great, we lose 1 more spade, but then we can ruff the final spade. And if West doesn't trump in, we play the 9 of spades, East wins, we play the 8 of spades, and then we cross ruff and they get their queen of hearts at the end. However, what happened was it went 9 of spades, they win, and the East hand had the queen of hearts and cashes it. And now after the king of diamonds, they lose to the 7 of spades. That tricky 7 of spades that could have been an issue right till the end. So they went down 1. I went down 2, but I thought this was a really interesting play problem about how you actually handle it, the blockage in clubs. Do we play for hearts to be breaking 4-1 with the person who's got the singleton spade to have length in hearts? Or do you play this line where you get the doubleton queens, the loser on loser play, where if West actually has the queen of hearts, they can't actually draw, like rough in and stop you cross roughing the hand. But I found this one really interesting, but neither of us managed to come home. Whereas if you just play heart to the ace, finesse a heart, you'll make this relatively comfortable. Anyway, thanks all for watching. Hope you enjoyed these hands from the Gold Coast, and I've got more to come, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.